Welcome back, everybody. My name is Joe, and this is Work Hard RC. Today, Traxxas just announced its brand new release. This is a 1/7 scale sand car that you see right behind me. Let's go ahead and talk about it and when it's going to be released. Alright, so when Traxxas announced this, I was quick to the forums and quick to the pages to see if I can find any information on it, on when it was going to be released, or what specs it has, or what it's all about, and I couldn't really find them, partly because it was posted on the website with Traxxas and it was taken down, or maybe there was a glitch, and then it was posted again, so now it's up, and we're going to go over what it comes with. So if you guys are like me and you don't want to be reading through it, you just want to watch a quick video kind of running down everything that it's all about, this is the video for you. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So this release came out today, and it's going to be dubbed the King of the Dunes. So as you can see in the picture, it's in the sand. If you know me, like with our Jado and our other cars, we do like take our cars out to the sand. So that's what really intrigued me because of the fact that I like just burning and ripping it up into the dirt. Makes for cool videos, makes for a lot of fun, and it's just, you know, all around cool. So when I saw that it was going to be released, I was like, this is great. I saw the price point at $1,300, and I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. So let's go ahead and see if I can put some value on that with the price point, because I think there is some value, especially when you have some cars that I love here, like the Jado, that's about $530. Then I added about another $80 or so for the wheels. Now let's say we're sitting about $730 for this Jado as it sits. I think this new release is going to have a lot of upgrades and things to me that I can provide value for that price. So let's go into it. This is a Pro Series replica of the 1,000 horsepower Funko Motorsport sand car. So it's really close to the real one there, as you can see. Now, my Jado here has a 4S system. It's a VXL. This one is going to come with the VXL 8S. So that right there is going to be an upgrade for it. Now, there's some pros and cons to that. We'll see when it comes out if it overheats or has any issues with that. But again, only time will tell. But this does come with the VXL 8S, and it's the brushless power system. It's rated at 55 miles an hour, and that's rated, given it's a sand buggy or a sand car. So 55 miles an hour on the sand should be pretty quick, and with the 8S system, it's definitely going to be able to kick up those speeds. Now, this does have the different tires, and I'll zoom in on those here right now so you can check them out. So the tires are on this new vehicle, they are belted, and they're the high-speed sand paddle tires, so you get maximum forward bite on those. And again, given it's rated at 55 miles an hour, you have those aggressive sand tires. I do believe it's going to get those speeds very easily. Now, it is going to be rear-wheel drive only, so all of that power you get from the 8S is going to be to the rear wheels. And when I first read it, I was like, is this electric or gas? Because it states that it has a front disc brake combined with the rear motor braking. So we're going to get some close-ups of it and see about how the disc brake looks. I'm not sure if I read that wrong or if I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I can tell from the pictures or not. But that's what it states in the description, that it does have front disc brakes. It also has the 2085 XL servo, so you have 25% more torque with that, and then you have the color match lights in the rear. So if you're out in the dunes in the more dim light, or you put some flags on there, just like the real ones, you'll have those light bars sticking up. If you've ever been to an off-road show, you always see those out on the off-road vehicles. So that's pretty cool that it has those already. Really realistic, and it is a scale body, and that really adds to the detail of the vehicle. So it does have the Traxxas stability management system, so you'll be able to tune that into your liking. Again, it does have a lot of power. It is rear-wheel drive. I'm not sure on the weight. I'll have to look that up here in a little bit. But even if it is a little bit heavier in the front, you probably will have some issues with it, getting up in the air. So I assume with the tires and the torque that it has, that won't necessarily be an issue. It does have the extended length aluminum GT Max shocks. So again, that will help with what I just spoke about, and they are threaded bodies. It does have the long travel independent system, the suspension system, and it has the polished aluminum finish arms. So that's really cool. We're going to take a look at all that a little bit closer here. Those are the key features of those, but let's dig into it a little bit more. Let's take a look at the computer and see really what it has. All right, so as we look on the website, we see here that this is a X Series vehicle. Now, from my understanding, this is the largest of the X Series vehicles. And if you know the X Series vehicles, those are really big. So it's going to be wider and longer than the X Max. So just keep that in mind. This is a pro scale sand car, and I believe this is rated at the skill level of 6. So that's pretty cool that it's that size. Being 1/7 scale, I don't even know if 1/7 scale is even what it would be called, because even our 1/8 buggy isn't even that big. So it does have some scale details that look pretty cool. Looks like it has the engine and motor compartment there that's visible. Again, this is a replica of the Funko GTU Sand Car, so you'll see a lot of the details from that into this. So that's pretty cool there. And then here we do see that it does have an image of the front disc brakes. So it looks like those are actually working disc brakes, which is really awesome for an electric vehicle. They are controlled on all four wheels. And then let me see here, it has cable clamps and calipers, and it's powered off of the 2075 servo that actuates the brake. So that's going to be pretty cool. Again, this is an 8S vehicle. It's only rated at 55 miles an hour, but getting up to that speed really quickly with these nice belted paddle tires, that's going to need a lot of stopping power. So the acceleration on this should be really, really quick. Given that longer base, it should really keep it from going too high in the air as far as popping wheelies because of the longer base. We'll have to see. I've seen some drag races of, sand cars that have really long wheelie bars. I don't know if it would need that. Again, only time will tell once we get it in hand, but that's a pretty cool feature there. Belted sand tires right there. Looks pretty awesome. And as we go, we do have an internal tube frame that's going to come on it. And you can see we have some drivers in there with some rear seats. I'm not sure if it's going to look this detailed, but I imagine for the size, you can get that detailed on it. You can see the rear seats there. Almost kind of look like a Sparco seat with the restraints there. That's pretty cool. And again, really adds to how scale this vehicle is going to look. So it does have the VXL 8S, like I mentioned earlier, and then you see the 1200 XL picture there. It does look like it's going to have a lot of fans and things to keep it cool. Let me see if it does have anything about fans here. It doesn't say, but it looks like just from the heat sinks around the motor. I can't tell if those are fans. I want to say they are. So if that's the case, you should be able to keep that nice and cool when you're driving it. And then we go on to the drive line. It does run at 30 volts of brushless power, so that's going to be really good as far as getting up to speed. The gears are all metal and reinforced. Again, those are beefed up like they have in the X-Max, and all the differentials are beefed up as well. So we shouldn't have any issues with all of that power going to the drivetrain and putting it to the tires and to the dirt. It should make for a really fast sand car. And then I mentioned those poles, light poles that go up in the rear. I'm not sure if these are color changing or if there's just one color. Let me see. It does state that it goes over 10 inches above the body, which is pretty tall. So this right there is going to tell you about how the size is going to be. They are color matched to the body. Here we go. So if you buy the red body, it'll have red lights. If you have the green body, it'll have green lights. So that's good to know there. And you can see those light bars here on this image with the blue sand car there. Very nice color. I do like the wheels. And again, if you're looking at it at the value as far as what, say, another vehicle like the Jado has, that one is about $530. I already added wheels to it to give it a little more all-terrain and better grip, and that was about another $80. So let's just call that right about $630 for that vehicle. Looking at this with the light bars, the size, the roll cage, and these tires with the blue accents there on these new wheels, I think right there you're looking at a pretty good value for that price. And then it's running the ADAS system. Now, ADAS batteries aren't cheap, so that will you'll have to keep that in mind as you're looking to purchase this. The price point is $1,300. You will need a battery to power it, and since Traxxas has its proprietary battery system, you more than likely will have to buy their battery to go with it. So just keep that in mind. I assume that battery is going to run about $150 or so, just given what the 4S batteries charge or what they cost. So that's something to keep in mind as you're looking at this. But this is a pro scale sand car, and here you can see an image of it popping that wheelie there, like I mentioned that it probably would. But it does look really awesome, and it looks very exciting, so I can't wait to get that. Here you get some more details as far as the interior. If you look at that interior, that does look really scale. I do a lot with car shows, lowrider shows, where a lot of folks detail their cars up to the max. So this being already detailed is a really cool option. If you're like me and you enjoy that kind of feature, you're going to put a lot of value on that. I do like that. Now, we will get dirty. This is a sand car, so just keep that in mind too. But just looking at that, I think it looks really cool, really scale. So I think that's pretty cool. Unless this is the real one, but again, we do know that the engine's in there. I'll have to see how the interior looks if I can get a picture of that. It looks like it has, let me come down here. Can't really get a good look at the inside. Let me see if I can grab it from this angle. It may not have that interior like I mentioned as far as the dashboard. Let's see. No, we just got the driver there. Well, let's back up a little bit. There's all of them in there. So it looks like it's going to have the red in the back, blue, green, and orange color options. It does have a wheelie bar right there. It looks very short. I'm sure you can, upgrade that to a longer wheelie bar if you need it. But looking at all four of those lined up, it does look very aggressive, very cool. Something I would definitely want to take out to family if you go to the beach or out to the dunes. Now here we get a better look at all of the internals. Again, you do see the replica motor there in the rear. And then you see the wheelie bar here in the rear as well. You see the shocks. And it does have, let me click on this here. The performance tires right here. You can get a closer look at them. And then what I want to see, if I can, is there's any information on these axles. Let me see. So they are replica beadlock wheels. I'd like to get more information on this. Let's see if I can. There we see the GT Max shocks again that I spoke about. But what I would like to see is this piece right here. It just talks about the performance tires, but it's not showing me information on the arms. Let me see if I can grab it from here. No. Maybe I can grab it from the front. No, it does talk about the skid plate here. So it does have a larger skid plate in the front that tapers to the back. So that's very nice, as you, of course, will be going into the air with this. Let me see if this one talks about the arms. Here we go. So it does have the heavy-duty suspension arms. So these are, according to Traxxas, the toughest material that they have created. Double sheared connections for strength, and they are polished aluminum. So that is a really cool feature. That right there, I like a lot. That's an upgrade I normally wouldn't even put in a car. Only because I probably wouldn't want to spend the money on it. But this looks like it has it already. And then as I was looking at this image, like I talked about the brakes earlier, you do see that it does actually have this servo that's actuating the front brakes. So that's another really cool feature that you normally don't see, or at least I don't see on vehicles like this. So you do have those front brakes pads right here, and that's a really cool option. Or not an option, it comes with it. That's a really cool feature on these. That is powered by the 2075 servo. I know I've had issues with that servo being a turning servo for me. Now this will be having a lot of pressure and torque put on it because of the fact it is for brakes, so we'll see how long that lasts. I do already know that there's upgrades for this servo, so should we need that, we will install that when we get it, if it needs it. But again, that price point of $1,300, looking at this image here for what it comes with and technology that it comes with, that looks that like they put a lot of effort into that. And again, for the size of the vehicle, you probably will need that stopping power. So again, we get to take a closer look here at the rear transmission. And again, these are all metal 1.5 module gears, and they're the bomb-proof durability according to Traxxas. And here we get a closer look at the sealed 4-gear differential, similar to what you get on the X-Max. You get your heavy-duty drive shafts, and you get your oversized bearings there. So really cool features on this vehicle. Let's take a look quickly at the gallery. I'm sure we'll get a lot of images of it popping a wheelie there. That looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Not a lot of nice photography there. And then here we go. The night shots are gonna be epic. So again, this was just announced today. It doesn't come out until next month. I believe it'll be in stores April 11th, according to the website. And according to the website, it looks like it'll be available to purchase on their site April 25th. There is a pre-order right now. I'm hoping to get that right when that pre-order is released, unless I can get it from a store here locally, which we do have a couple of stores that are Traxxas dealers. I'm hoping to maybe get my name on a list for that and grab one. So Here again, you see the colors. If you guys are fans of the colors that Traxxas usually releases, I'm kind of prone to the red. That looks really nice, but I more than likely will get that green just because it pops in the dirt and really looks cool while it's driving. So we'll see which one I end up getting, but take a look at that. Looks really nice. I do wonder how they'd fit that battery in there. Let's see if there's any images of the battery compartment here. You do get some idea of the spec and how big it is. So here you're looking at a height of 11.1 inches total, and then you see those bars sticking up, the light bars there, 283 millimeters. And then you're at 551 millimeters wide from tire to the end of the tire. And then from center of the wheel, you're at 543 millimeters there. And total length is 812 millimeters. So really large sand car. And again, it's powered by that VXL 8S. Looks really cool. I'm really excited about this release. Let's take a look if we have any info on the batteries. No, it looks like it will take the 2 Forest batteries. So given I already have a Forest in my Jado, that might make it a little bit better for me. I can just purchase another Forest, and I believe that cost me about $115. So out of the box to get this to run, it's going to be right around $1,500 if you don't already have the batteries. But again, that's all a matter of what you put the value on. For me, looking at the technology, how large it is, the braking system, the 8S system inside of it, the VXL 8S, all of that compared to, like, let's say a Jado that runs about $530 to get it to do something like this, you're looking right about that price point, but you do get a lot of detail. You get a lot of aluminum parts. You get the braking system that is really unique to this vehicle. And then you get the lights and again, all the detailing, the shocks, the huge vehicle that it is. So I think this release will be very popular. And then given that it's coming out in the spring into summer, you'll be seeing a lot of these out and about, either at the parks or at the beach, or like me, we have a particular park in town that we'll be taking it out to that has a lot of sand dunes and stuff. So looks very, very cool. Let's go ahead and give our final thoughts on what we think it's going to be. All right, so that was a quick rundown of the brand new sand car that's coming out from Traxxas. It's going to be released early to mid-April. I do hope to get my hands on one when it's released. I'm hoping to work with a store here in town and maybe get our name on a list so we can get it right when it's out. Again, it starts shipping to stores April 11th, so hopefully we're around that time in about a month, or a little bit less than a month actually, we'll get our hands on it and really get it to test it out and take it out to the dunes and take it out to the sand and really push it to its max. Luckily, me just buying another Forest battery, since I have a Forest for the Jado, that'll be a little bit better for me as far as cost. But again, I think it looked really cool. I was really excited when I saw it. I'm even more excited now going over it in the website. I hadn't really gone over it in the website yet. I just jumped on the video and started recording. So that was the first time I was reading about it. But so far, it looks really, really awesome. So that is the breakdown of what's coming out from Traxxas in April. It was just announced today, and I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown on what I think of it, the value of it, the price points, and when it's going to be released. So if you guys are like me and you don't want to be reading about it, you can watch the video, check it out. Thank you guys for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Please remember to subscribe, comment, anything below as far as what you think about the new release and what you think about the price, if it's worth it to you. So let me know, you guys. Thank you guys for watching.